pretty sweltering here in North Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch. Hey, go. Sound go.
Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Steps away to his left. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter.
Second and 8 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Leonard Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fournette. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Foles. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Foles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 bucks. Ready? Double up. He's coming.
Here's Darnold. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Focus, son. Mike's Fofo. And Eddie. Check 26, check 26.
On first and 10, Darnold. Complete to his tight end, Seth the Valve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Y'all play
Now a first down carry by Bell. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check pass. Check pass. Under crunch. Check. And lady. Hey, Zoo.
Darnold. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
4 down, a first down carry. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Good. 180. Let's go, D.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Foles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Bell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Go, sack. Mike Spokebo. Go, go, go. 80, 10, under 10, 10.
A first down throw, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming! Hey, Silver. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Fournette running right. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 83 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And bulldozing his way through. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, check.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Second and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go!
Mark 57. Come on, D. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Hey, 4 down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now it's Clement, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
At the 17-yard line.
380. Let's get it together, defense. Purple 64.
On first down, they go with Clement again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 2. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken at the 15.
Let's go. Do it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
2nd and 9 now. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Foles going up top. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They run once more with McCannon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Caught here by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Tiger.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Gotta do better.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Great.
Now Foles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
We got 4.
They'll run again with Clement. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Motion. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Watch one.
Fofo's the mic.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way they put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. A big screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Don't get nervous.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Clement. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
50 seconds, come on. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Running is Clement. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, Clement, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, Clement. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Clement. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Clement, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Not today. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll stay on the ground with Clement. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Here we go. 180. You better be afraid of me.
On third down, here comes Clement. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Clement. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Clement. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180. 180
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25. One last throw down for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jaguars, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.